Hi everyone, I am Malina Kedapapas. I'm an instructor at Ladoga University of Technology. I'm here to put you through how to create forum for discussion on learning management system. Let's get started. First and foremost, what is forum? A forum is an activity that enables participants to have asynchronous discussion. That is, discussion that can take place over an extended period of time. An instructor can allow files to be attached to the forum post. Forum posts can be rated by teacher or instructor, as well as what? As well as the student. We call it peer evaluation. Forum have many uses, such as a social space for students to get to know each other. Forum can also be used for course announcements. It can also be used for discussing course content or reading materials. And finally, forum can be used for teacher-only discussions. We have different types of forum. We have standard forum, where anyone can start a new discussion at any time. Then we have question and answer forum, where student must first post before he can view other people's or other students' posts. Then we have one discussion forum or single discussion forum, where each student can post exactly one discussion at a time. That is the major common type of what? Common type of discussion forum that we have. Then where do we need to deploy this forum activity? So forum activity can be deployed on learning management system. Forum option can be used on this platform, that is learning management system, for discussion with students. As a matter of fact, students may check the forum every 2 to 3 days and respond to queries of other students. Now, what are the expectations of students? Students are expected to respond to other student posts. That is, they can plan on participating in discussions at least twice a week, so that they can provide their own answers and respond to other people's posts. The students are also expected to be engaged more deeply with the course content or the course materials as soon as the instructors initiate the discussion. Then finally, students are also expected to start a new thread and see what the co-learners have to say about a particular post. Now, what are the characteristics of good online discussion posting? Number one, it has to be substantial. Substantial in the sense that the post should relate to the topic and provide information, opinions, or questions about that particular topic. Then it has to be concise. Message should be clear enough that every student must understand what is their aim. Then it has to be provocative. It should be provocative in the sense that it should prompt others to reply or object to a particular post. Then it has to be explanatory. So it should be explanatory in the sense that it has to be explain or expand on the concept of what? Connection. Then it has to be timely. So forum must be time scaled. It must be for a specific period of time. Then it has to be logical. Logical in the sense that it must contain a clearly stated conclusion, supported by premises, reason, or evidence. So let's try to demonstrate how this can be done practically. Let's do. So permit me to share my screen here. So now, the first thing is to get to your learning management system. So this is my learning management system. So I already have one. Let me go to my dashboard. You locate your courses. So the first very thing that you need to do is to locate your courses on your dashboard. So these are my courses. I have several courses here. So I have several courses here. We have a variety of them. We have several topics. So let me just create my forum. So we have some forum that has been created here already. But let me just create it as scratch. Then you can create it here, or you go to add an activity or resources. So let me add an activity or resources. Forum, don't forget that forum is an activity. It's not a resource, it's an activity. So you locate the forum here. This is the forum. It's an activity. So we have several spaces to be filled here. So the first very one is forum name. You give your forum a particular name. So let me just give this one first forum discussion. So you can type your questions here, instructions to students. So I already have some questions here. So your answers to this post must not be more than 500 words. So the questions are just to what do you understand by investment? I shall not on any 4 types of investment. So I've copied this. So you can display this discussion on course page, or you can leave it. So when do you want the post to be available to students? So I want it to be available on 24 February 2023. So by 12:27 p.m. So how many number of attachments do you want the students to be attached to the forum post? So then what is the attachment size? Here, I always pick 50 MB because no matter how the number of attachments, it can't be more than 50 MB because student needs to, if you ask a question, the student needs to write in MS Word, it has to be converted to PDF before the student can post to the forum. So now, maximum number of attachments, just put 1 per each student. So then display what you can say no. You don't want the students to know the number unless they count it by themselves. So if you click on yes, it will show the number of words that the student typed. So I can say no here. Subscription and tracking. Do you want all your students to subscribe automatically, or you want to force them to subscribe, or you want them to be the subscription to be optional? It depends on whatever you want. So if students subscribe here, they'll be able to do so many things on the forum page. So let me just put forced subscription or automatic subscription. Then read tracking. Do you want it to be optional? Times you click on optional. Here, discussion locking. You don't need to lock your discussion. Just leave your discussion as it is. So don't lock it. So post thresholds for blocking, you don't need to block as well. So all forum grading, here we have 3 types. We have known, we have scale, and we have points. Under the scale, it might be fail, pass, or fail. So if your students score below the required mark, that is fail. If a student score that particular mark, that is pass. So, but points, you want the student to know the exact number of, let's say, percentage that he or she scored. So if you click on score, so maximum grade is 100. So here, the grade to pass, you now put 70. So any student that scores 70 and above, automatically the student has passed. So rating, so this rows with permission to rate. So what this one is to submit to rating, users require the module or rating rate capability and any module specific capability. Users assigned the following rules should be able to rate items. So the list of rules may be amended via the permission link in the actions menu and administration block. So depending on the team. So that is what the role with permission to rate simply means. Then we have aggregate type. On the aggregate type, the aggregate type defines how ratings are combined to form the final grade in the grade book. So we have average of ratings, we have count of ratings, we have maximum, then we have minimum, and we have sum. So it depends on whatever. So just leave it as low rating. Then common module setting, it has to be show on course page. So once that has been done, so others items can be, you can leave it as it is. Then you click on save and return to course. So now let us look at this is the post. First forum discussion. First forum discussion. So now the next thing is, once I've clicked on first forum discussion, I will try as much as possible to put a message on that post. So add a new discussion topic, you can see. So now here, subject, what exactly are you talking about? Investments. So then the message, you can put your questions here. So then you can go to advanced. So advanced will give you so many other items that you need to do justice with before you finally put your questions on the forum. So here, look at it. Maximum file size 50 MB, maximum number of files, one. So student cannot add more than one file here, and the size has been set to 50 MB. So no matter how the size of that particular file is, it can be more than 50 MB. So student can attach file here. You can pin your file. You can send forum post notification with no editing time delay. So then post to forum. You can also do something with this display period. So you can see I've posted something here. So when you go to investment now, you can see the questions here. So the question is, your answers to this post must not be more than 500 words. What do you understand by investment? Write short number, any 4 types of investment. So student can reply here by clicking on reply. So you can edit this thing within 30 minutes and you can delete it as well. So if you want to make sure of this permanent link, so it has to do with the rating that I discussed the other time. So, but you don't need to disturb yourself as far as regards this. So that is that about how to create forum. So now, after you might have done that, you can go back to your learning management system, your dashboard. You can go back to your dashboard. So this is the discussion, the forum activity. So due date Friday, 24 February, 12:27 p.m. So that is that about how to create a forum. So that is that about forum discussion, how to create forum discussion, instructor perspective. Thank you and God bless you.